What's up, you guys? Jedi Master Josh here, and today we have a pretty interesting box to open. This is a little bit older box from the Sword and Shield era. It was I want to say like 2021 or sometime around there. Let's see if it shows here on the back. It says 2022, so 3 years ago this box came out. And when this box came out, it was sitting on shelves and you could buy it for like $20, $25. I think the MSRP on it was $30, but these things were everywhere. I bought so many of these boxes, and now this box is insanely priced at like over $100, around $120 is what these are selling on average right now. And I was just at Collecticon in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I found one of these, and they were only asking 90, and just as an offshoot chance, I said, "Hey, will you take 80?" And they sold it for 80. But this was, this is about a month ago now that I did that, and the price just keeps going up and up. But I do have a few of these sealed. Was actually one of my favorite boxes released in the Sword and Shield era. So I keep a few of these sealed because I really like this box and the figure and everything that comes in it. But what's really, really awesome is, so the promo is super sick. The figure is really cool. We can get a little bit better. I mean, we'll look at it when we open it, but you get two Brilliant Stars packs, which Brilliant Stars is a absolutely great set, wonderful set. Chilling Reign, I think, is a super underrated set. It's one of the first sets to have alternate arts in it in the Sword and Shield era, and it's got a bunch of really good alternate arts in it, frankly. But we do also have the Cosmic Eclipse pack in the back, and I'm pretty sure that that's what's really driving the price of this up right now, because tag teams are doing their thing again. If you guys were around during the boom of 2020 and 2021, so on and so forth, tag teams really exploded. But before we dig into this box, we're going to open one of these Prismatic Evolutions surprise boxes. These have been showing up a little bit more on the market, and I was able to pick this up in Charlotte as well for $50, so not too bad of a price. I went ahead and just snagged. I got two of them actually, so I already opened one of them, but we're gonna dig into this next one here and see if we can get all the promos. I still need a few of the promos. I know I need Umbreon, so if we get the Umbreon out of this, that'll take off a lot of the brunt of the promos. But let me know in the comments if you guys are collecting the promos from these boxes. I really like them. I'm a huge promo fan. I just love promos in general. And then on top of it, any kind of promos that have stamps on them and stuff like that, absolutely to die for me. I love stamped promos. But you guys let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite cards are. Are they promos? Are they golds? Are they rainbows maybe? Rainbows might, make a comeback here eventually, right? The price of them will skyrocket. We've got our dividers here. I actually really like these dividers. I think they're super cool. Nice that they're just added into the box, and put, you can use this box as like a kind of a storage box, because this little piece just slips out. The packs are supposed to be in that, but I don't know. If you ever find one that the packs are actually in that little slip cover thing, then I think that's a little more suspicious than if the packs weren't in this. I don't know. They're just always out of that little. Okay, we got our promo here. We got everything out of the box. We got 4 packs of Prismatic. Let's go ahead and dig in. Let's see if we can get ourselves a new promo. I know I need like Leafeon and probably Espeon and Umbreon. I think those are the last 3, but let's see what we got. We got ourselves a Leafeon. Okay, cool. Yeah, we still need Leafeon, so that's awesome. All right, we'll throw that over here into my promo pile, and let's see if we can get something good out of Prismatic Evolutions. I still haven't pulled anything like super crazy from Prismatic. I did open a bunch of Terastal Festival EX here on the channel. If you guys haven't seen those videos, definitely go back, take a look. But here's a code card for you guys. All the code cards will be going to you guys. And let's see if we can hit like that God Pack or something, right? That would be really cool. Has anyone in the comments, let me know in the comments if any of you guys have hit any God Packs and what you got from it, so on and so forth. Ooh, Buddy Poppin', very playable card. We got Kieran. We got Execute. We've got a Black Belt's Training and a Whimsicott. No Hollow Energy in that pack, but the Hollow Energies are a hit for me. I know some people don't really care about the Hollow Energies. I play the game. I was literally actually just out playing the game earlier today, And yeah, I love hollow energies. All the energies in my deck are hollow energies. That's the way we do it. I mean, if you can get gold energies, that's even better. But I mean, come on, who's got the money for that? I mean, we still gotta buy packs to open, right? And how are you gonna buy gold energies and packs to open? That's crazy. All right, we got ourselves a Larvitar here. We got Houndour. We got Professor Turo's Scenario. That's also a pretty playable card. Slowking, Janine's Secret Art. We get a Pokeball Pyroar, not too bad. I still need to collect a ton of the Pokeballs and Master Balls, so we'll take any of those that we get from this box as well. Now these boxes I've seen, they really don't hit. They don't hit super hard. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my luck. I haven't gotten very lucky out of these surprise boxes, but I haven't opened a ton of Prismatic actually. I'm kind of been trying to stay away from this set when I find things that are at a decent value or things that I actually do want to open. Like I want to open these for the promos, so it's perfectly fine for me to open them for the promos. In my opinion, that's how I feel, you know, okay opening them to get the promos. But still, but yeah, Prismatic's just a weird thing right now. It's in a weird place. We got Professor's Research and a Rhyfort full art. All right, not too bad. We get ourselves a full art and still no hollow energies. All right, maybe we get a hollow energy out of the last pack. But enough about Prismatic. We've got this next box to get into after this last pack. We have 2 Brilliant Stars, a Chilling Reign, and a Cosmic Eclipse. Now, there's something about these boxes that I don't... This is where my luck is a little different. Every time I've opened one of these boxes, the Cosmic Eclipse pack has actually had something decent in it, like an actual hit, pretty much. But we'll see. We'll see if we can get that lucky. I'm not going to guarantee anything or hold out too much hope, but... You know, it is a Sun and Moon set, and we get ourselves a Pokeball Dunsparce, not too bad. Then behind that, we get a Glaceon Reverse and an Umbreon for the rare, not too bad. And we get ourselves the Hollow Psychic Energy. All right, we get 1 Hollow Energy from the box. I'm going to set that up there. That's for me. But all right, we're going to move on to this box now. This box, I love this box. Now, I mean, let's talk a little more about this. This promo is like, it's an alt art promo, essentially. So, you know, you get... I mean, there's value in that right there, I guess, if you want to be one of those people that it has to be all about the value. But this promo art, this promo card here is a card that, you know, I really enjoyed. And it was nice to be able to use it when playing decks that played RCSV and V-Star and so on and so forth. It was always a little different. Everyone wanted the alt art from Brilliant Stars of the RCSV, which is fine. It's a great art as well. But this was like way more affordable back in the day. This was usually like around $6 or $7 for the longest time. And nowadays it's gone up to a much higher value. I actually don't know what the value of it is right now, but I don't think it's too crazy. Can I even get it out of here? All right, come on. Hello. Let's go. Let's get this thing out. All right, let's see if it's... Chuck that off to the side. All right, we get ourselves the RCSV alt art promo. We got more trash there. Get that out of here. All right, that's actually pretty sweet. I mean, it's definitely top heavy, little bottom slim, but, you know, you can't really... You don't get too lucky with promos usually. I mean, the corners and edges are way better than normal on a promo, but still, you know, whatever. It's just a great artwork for me. I just love that artwork. I think it's a great card, and if you can get these boxes, it's something worth purchasing the box for. You know, that promo is, you're guaranteed a little bit of value just because of that promo, which is nice. But then we also get ourselves this little figure. These figures, I know that like half of the boxes I've opened, the figures have come with like broken pieces on them, but this one's looking pretty good. Not too bad at all. I do really like this figure. It's actually got some weight to it. Like some people have asked in the past, you know, what the figure seems like, if it seems like it's quality. But yeah, it actually does kind of seem like a pretty quality figure, and it's Arceus. I mean, check that out. Heck yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and set him up in the background for today, but I literally have a drawer full of those figures. It's insane. All right, we're going to do this in... sort of release order. We're saving the Cosmic Eclipse for last. All right, we're going to do release through Sword and Shield, and then we'll get to the Cosmic, which is a whole generation earlier. But, okay, whatever. We got Chilling Reign first now. A couple really awesome cards we could pull would be like the Blaziken alt art, or the Inteleon alt art, or the Galarian Moltres alt art. That would also be really cool. We get a code card right there. We don't want to see the back of the code card, because that will give away the goods. And in Sword and Shield, the back of the code card was an important thing. If it was one color, it meant you definitely didn't get a hit. And then if it was another color, it meant you definitely did get a hit. But also in Sword and Shield and in Sun and Moon, just a regular holo rare was considered a hit. So, you know, we could get a hit and it could just be a holo rare. We only get one reverse in Sword and Shield. Check that out. We get a Hatchrim, and we get ourselves a Tornadus V. Not too bad. I mean, we get a hit out of the pack, and Chilling Reign is, a lot of people have referred to it as Chilling Pain, and you can kind of see why, because something like a Tornadus V is not gonna cut the cake, you know, and I sure do like cake. All right, we got ourselves another pack of Brilliant Stars here. Whimsicott on the pack art. Whimsicott, I got a lot of respect for Whimsicott. Whimsicott has done some interesting things in the VGC, in the TCG, and, you know, you just can't count it out too soon, because it'll show up and bite you right on the rear. All right, we got a Fire Energy. We got Cynthia's Ambition. Oh, I miss opening these packs. I mean, it's great opening Scarlet and Violet, but, you know, Brilliant Stars, the Trainer Gallery sets of Sword and Shield were tons of fun, and there we go. That is one of the reasons why right there, because you can get these Trainer Galleries, like this Eevee right here. Brilliant Stars had a bunch of really awesome Trainer Galleries, and most of them being the evolutions of Eevee and Eevee itself. But we get ourselves the Eevee, pretty awesome. Behind it, we get ourselves an Escavalier, no holo on the rare there, but that's pretty awesome. Now all these cards are obviously going to get sleeved at the end of the video, don't worry, but you know what, that box so far doing pretty good. We're 2 for 2. If we could keep that up, that'd be awesome. If we had to take a loss, I would love it to be here so that we can get nice juicy hit out of the Cosmic Eclipse pack. But let's see what we got. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think about this box. What you guys think about the current Pokemon market, how things are going to change with Mega Evolution and the 30th anniversary, which is like right around the corner. I know it's still like 6 months away, but that's like right around the corner. Like it's actually way closer than I'm comfortable with. But we've got the 30th anniversary, we got Legends ZA, Mega Evolution, just all this crazy stuff happening right now, and you know, it just keeps getting better and better and better. Somebody's lighting off fireworks. I wonder if you guys heard that, let me know in the comments. But we get ourselves a Hawlucha reverse and a Shaman V-Star Rainbow Rare. Check that out. That's pretty awesome. Now, something I've been talking about a lot lately is Rainbow Rares. I think they're eventually going to make their return, not like in printing and stuff. Maybe Pokemon won't print Rainbow Rares again. They might. I mean, they just might. But people are gonna, you know, want them again, I imagine, at some point. It's not so much about, I don't think people really love them that much. I know some people who do love them. I like Rainbow Rares, but there's also just the idea that how hard it is to pull a Rainbow Rare. It's actually, you know, they're very rare, and they're hyper rares. They're called hyper rares, but, you know, yeah, so it's a little bit difficult to actually pull a Rainbow Rare. So they should have a lot more love, but just keep an eye on those. That's something to think about. We're down to the final pack. Let me know what you guys think about the 2 boxes that we opened today. Prismatic Evolutions, a little bit like it's a rough set. It really is. But that Arceus figure collection, if you guys can find those for a decent price, I'd recommend picking it up, even if you just want to rip it, because it's a ton of fun. You get a great promo and an awesome figure, and you get to have a little bit of fun with something like this Cosmic Eclipse. Now, we opened Brilliant Stars, which had the Trainer Gallery. Cosmic Eclipse doesn't have the Trainer Gallery per se, but it does have something in it called Character Secret Rares. And so in the second to last slot, you can get something really good that's a Character Secret Rare. So we're still 4 to the front in Sun and Moon, but we could get a Fairy Energy. Let's see if we get a Fairy Energy. We get a Fighting Energy. Okay, well, that's fine. But you know, there's just a ton of awesome cards in this set. You get, like I said, the CSRs, and then there's tons of tag teams as well. One of my favorites being the Blastoise and Piplup GX. The alt art for that is just super cool, but I also really like ADP. I mean, everyone likes ADP. You're going to love ADP. We got Flababy. There's that Fairy Energy there. Rest in peace to Fairy Energy. We got ourselves Trapinch. We've got a Pawniard. Now, I think if you get a hit in the pack, that means you can't get a CSR in the second to last slot. But if you get a CSR in the second to last slot, you can't get a hit in the rare slot. Something like that. Cosmic Eclipse was a little bit weird. But we got ourselves Togedemaru there. We get a Whalmer. Look at the artwork on this. I love this. Tomokazu Kamiya always coming in with super, super awesome artworks. And then behind that, we get ourselves a reverse Sawsbuck. So we're on to the last card of the pack. Let's see if we can get something huge here. We've got a Naganadel and Guzzlord GX. Well, it is a hit. We did get ourselves a hit for the pack. It is a tag team, too. It is not, it's not a tag team anybody likes, but I mean, I like it. That's pretty cool. I wonder if I don't have this in my Cosmic Eclipse binder, then you know what? Fine. It's a win, but I'm sure I do. You know, Cosmic Eclipse was the set that kind of brought me back into seriously collecting. Before that, I just kind of, you know, a couple packs here and there sort of thing. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to have a bunch more stuff to open for you guys. Mega Evolutions. I already have pre-releases locked in. You know, I prepaid for my pre-release entries and so on and so forth. So we're going to be opening some of that here very soon. It's like 2 weeks away. So keep an eye out for that. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.